Good morning, everyone! This is not a test, this is Pokken Tournament!
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Mia.
We are finally going to be playing Pokken Tournament. This awesome game came out, and now let's begin the gameplays.
I'm trainers here in Ferrum. I battle alongside my trusty partner, Weavile. Have you ever seen a Pokemon this cute? I doubt it. Oh, he's just sleeping over there. Don't mind him. You must be the interesting new trainer I heard about who's about to join us. How about I show you around and stuff? Right then, first things first. Welcome to the Ferrum Battle. Here in Ferrum, you'll need to work as one with your partner Pokemon and face off in some intense one-on-one battles. After you finish your trainer registration, you'll be given something called a Battle AR. It has a synergy stone built into it that allows you to synergize with your Pokemon in battle. But hey, we'll get into the details later. You've got a whole bunch of new experiences awaiting you here. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what sort of trainer you turn out to be. I'll give you whatever assistance I can, so just try to have some fun out there. Right then, let's get you registered.
So, we're going to need to register ourselves. So, let's use my name. And yes, I'm a guy. Let's go with this. So let's start with Pikachu.
This is the Ferrum region, where we are now. It's a huge island surrounded by nothing but the ocean itself. Ferrum battles are super popular here, if you hadn't already guessed. The types of battles differ a bit from city to city, so I'll just give you the short and sweet version. To start off, right now we're here in Old Ferrum Town. It's also known as My Town, and here you can check your battle data and change your settings, stuff like that. Don't worry, whenever we head to a new area, I'll give you the rundown. I've got your back. Next up is right here, Ferrum Stadium. This is where the Ferrum League is held. This is a single-player mode where you battle your way to victory in the official league. Next up is Tellertown, I suppose. Here you can join in casual matches against CPU opponents. When you want to battle against your friends, you should head over to Selen Island. There, you can battle using the gamepad and one additional controller. And then there's Nail City, where you can battle against online players from around the globe. Oh, right, I forgot one other important place. In Techno City, you can learn all sorts of stuff about battles and practice a bit too. I'll give you a nice little walkthrough in the tutorial. Alrighty then, guess I went on a bit longer than planned, but that should be just about everything. Feel free to start off wherever you want, but I think you might be best off heading to Techno City to play through the tutorial and learn the basics of Ferrum battles.
Okay, sounds like we got the rundown of things, so let's go to the practice hall.
Here, you can learn about Ferrum battles and practice as much as you see fit. In the tutorial, I'll teach you all about battling from the basics. In free training, you can use a number of settings to practice however you see fit. I'd recommend starting off with my tutorial. Oh, right. You can use the pause menu during battle to check your Pokemon's move list. It's pretty useful, so make sure to use it.
Will do. Okay, basics of battle.
Which Pokemon are you battling with? In this course, I'll teach you all about the basics of the game. Now then, what shall we
Pretty basic.
If you press in the same direction twice on the plus control pad, you can step forward and back or side to side. Okay, let's move on.
Using a ranged attack, which I think I already just did.
How to attack. Press this button to use long-distance attacks. Long-distance attacks are called ranged attacks. Try to land a few ranged. Nicely done.
Homing attack.
Next, press this button over and over again. You'll launch an attack that'll chase down your opponent. There you go. Now you're getting it. Alrighty then. Now here's the important part. All battles consist of two states, field phase and duel phase. At the start of the battle, where we are right now, is field phase. And this is duel phase. You can tell which phase you're in by checking here. Now then, how do you go about changing phases? Well, you see, if you land a certain type of attack, you'll shift phases. Let's check out this demonstration. Alrighty, now try to shift to duel phase. Try to hit your opponent with this attack. Okay, now you've changed the phase.
Simple enough.
In duel phase, you can dish out some serious damage, but close quarter combat is risky too. Here's where the real battle goes down, but you'll need to be careful. The way you move around differs a bit from field phase. Let's practice moving around in duel phase. By pressing forward twice on the plus control pad, you can perform a forward dash step. By pressing back twice on the plus control pad, you can perform a backward dash step. You can jump using V-buttons. In duel phase, the action is time varied. Land a certain attack on your opponent, and you'll shift from duel phase back to field phase. You can also just land a bunch of hits and send them flying back into field phase like this. Someone with wits like yours has probably already figured this out. Battles will involve shifting back and forth between field phase and duel phase. Plus, when you cause a phase shift, you'll get a nice little bonus. And by that, I mean you'll fill up your synergy gauge. We'll talk more about how to use the synergy gauge later on. Ah, right. I forgot to tell you, you can block by pressing the R button. By blocking, you can all but completely defend against your opponent's attack. Alright, let's try to block an attack. Just hold down the R button and you'll be fine. Whenever you're in a pinch, just press the R button. Don't forget. Alright, keep an eye right here on the screen. This is your synergy gauge. Your synergy gauge will fill up as you land or take hits. Once your synergy gauge is full, try pressing the L and R buttons together. Your Pokemon used its Synergy Burst. Your Pokemon will be superpowered while it's in Synergy Burst. Wreak havoc with Synergy Burst. You can use a Burst attack once during every Synergy Burst. Try using a Burst attack. Land a hit to deal some huge damage. You definitely don't want to miss your chance. Tutorial finish. Choose your Pokemon.
So, I guess on to the next lesson. So, after the practices, I should probably check out the Amiibo option. So, yeah, I got a Shadow Mewtwo card with this, I'm sure, which all of you else got.
In this course, I'll tell you all you need to know about battles and teach you some techniques you can put to use right away.
So, we're going to be learning about techniques.
Press this to perform a long-distance attack aimed forward. It's great because you can use these attacks to... This is what you'll want to strive for in field phase. Try to land a few forward... Nicely done! Press the X, land a hit, and you'll cause a phase shift. You'll want to get the timing right, just as you jump to dodge an oncoming attack. Try to land a jump attack. There's not much time left. There you go. Now you're getting it.
Okay, a bit difficult, but...
During dual phase, if you land a hit with the Y button, press the Y button. Land consecutive hits to get a... This is what we call a Poke Combo. Land a Poke Combo. While you're still getting the hang of battles, make sure to shoot for lots of Poke Combos. A counterattack absorbs an incoming attack and quickly dishes out a counter blow. Time it just right, and you'll be able to strike back at your opponent. You can use counterattacks in both field phase and dual phase. Try to counter your opponent's attack. Perfect. Latch onto your opponent and land blow after blow. By using grab attacks, you can break through your opponent's block.
Good to know.
Trainers who master this attack triangle will take control of the battle. This thing over here is called the support gauge. Your support gauge will fill up as time passes. And once your support gauge is full, press the L button and try calling in a support Pokemon. It'll come in and use one of its Pokemon moves to help you out. Nicely done. During the planning time before each round, you can switch out the support Pokemon you want to use. You can choose which support Pokemon you want to use from your active support set. You can select a support Pokemon that suits your battle strategy, or maybe even select a support Pokemon that'll help you out against a particular opponent. Support Pokemon come in 3 different types: Attack, Disrupt, and Enhance. Attack-type support Pokemon come in handy when you want to deal out damage and push your opponent back. Disrupt-type support Pokemon typically swoop in to block your opponent's movements. Sometimes they can even counter your opponent's attacks. Enhance-type support Pokemon will power up your Pokemon or heal some of your HP, things like that. Pick a support Pokemon that suits your playstyle, and be sure to use it when the time's right. Sometimes, when you use support Pokemon, your battle Pokemon will receive a status. These statuses include positive statuses and negative statuses. First things first, positive statuses. While you're under the effect of a positive status, you'll get some sort of advantage. For instance, Eevee will give you a positive status that grants you a temporary increase to your attack. The effect depends on the support Pokemon, but things will be in your favor while you have a positive status. Next up, we have negative statuses. Get hit with a negative status, and you'll temporarily be at a disadvantage. Take Emolga, for example. He'll hit you with an attack that temporarily reduces your speed. Use these statuses to your advantage to get the lead in battle. Between rounds, I'll drop in to cheer you on. Depending on whether you win or lose a round, your support gauge or your synergy gauge may get a boost. There are several types of cheering you might receive. There are cheer skills that are in effect from the first round, as well as those with special effects. Be sure to test out any new cheer skills you get.
Will do.
Sometimes, during field phase, you'll find power scattered around. You can pick up this power to fill up your synergy gauge. Power on the field will disappear if you don't pick it up after a certain amount of time. Go ahead and pick up the power that The tide of the battle can really change depending on where the power appears on the field. Now, let me tell you a bit about each battle Pokemon
So, one more.
Which Pokemon are you battling with? In this course, I'll teach you a few techniques that should help you out in battle. During duel phase, press down on the plus control pad to enter into a low While in low stance, press the Y button to use a quick attack. Press the X button while in low stance to use an attack to knock down your opponent. Try to land an attack from low stance. By pressing up on the plus control pad, your Pokemon will take a high stance. By pressing the Y button in a high stance, you can perform an intercepting attack. In a high stance, you can press the X button to use an attack that will try to use an attack from a There you go. Now you're getting it. You can hold down the button to charge up your counterattack. It'll take some time to charge, but you'll deal more damage, and you'll also get a combo for managing to land. By charging up your counterattack, you can increase the amount of time you can ward off your opponent's attack. Try to charge up a counterattack. During a counterattack, use the plus control pad and the R button to... This is simply called a cancel. You can use counterattacks to deflect your opponent's attacks, and then cancel. Try to cancel. Nicely done. Piercing attacks are special moves that cannot be blocked by counterattack. For example, counterattacks with a fully charged hold become pierced. Your best bet with counterattacks is to take the initiative and get the first move in. In field phase, you can also hold the last hit of a homing attack to make it a piercing attack. Your Pokemon won't take any hits while knocked down, and it'll get back up on its own. But this will give your opponent the chance to move in for an attack, so you'll need to be careful. Depending on the attack, you may take some damage regardless of whether you had your block up or not. This is called block damage, but you'll never be KO'd by block damage. If you keep blocking against an attack, you'll notice that the block will start to turn red. If you don't release it, you'll eventually get hit with a guard break. When you're hit with a guard break, you will be left momentarily defenseless. How many attacks you can endure before getting hit with a guard break depends on the Pokken. Blocking is important. There's no doubt about it. so you can move in for the attack without worrying about your opponent's ranged attacks once try to hit an opponent using a ranged attack with a homing attack. There you go! Now you're getting it! When your opponent uses their synergy burst, you'll want to try to use the X button for strong attacks to stun them, or grab attack to try to stop them from getting in any attacks. You can link up one attack with the next. This is what we call a combo. Let's try to land a simple combo. You just have to learn a bit here and there as you go. I'm sure you've already noticed that battle Pokemon all have different amounts of HP. On top of that, how quickly the synergy gauge fills up and how long a synergy burst lasts also differ from one Pokemon to the next. Crazy, right? Pokemon all have their strengths and weaknesses, and you'll have to be ready to switch up your fighting style from time to time. As you battle, your Pokemon will increase its skill level. As you increase your skill level, you can apply those skill points to whichever skills you'd like. As your skills level up, you'll get all sorts of useful advantages in battle. Remember, you can switch out your skill points from My Town whenever you want. Tutorial finished.
Well, it looks like we finished off this tutorial. Why don't we check out the amiibo function?
Oh, what beautiful weather! Yet another perfect day to battle.
So, let's try the amiibo function. Using my Pikachu. Starface Print 2. Next, Lucario. Garchomp's friend. Charizard next. Fluffy Muffler. Now Greninja. Another brown muffler. I wonder if this is a daily thing. Whoop.
You can check your play data and change a number of settings here. You can equip items you've obtained or change your title. And you can change your battle Pokemon and support set too. Whenever you get something new, you should drop in here. And in options, you can change the sound and controller settings. Be sure to give it all a try.
I will do that. Trying Mewtwo next. Santa Claus suit. Okay, now for the Shadow Mewtwo card. Now you can use Shadow Mewtwo. Effective until you quit the game, it cannot be selected as partner Pokemon. So they said this game saves automatically, huh? Well, it looks like I pretty much got the rundown from this game, so... It's like Pokemon Stadium and Pokken Tournament mixed together, and a few other fighting games as well. I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy this game, so... I'll be sure to do much more Let's Plays on this, so... In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this little video of this little rundown, and I hope you'll catch me all again. In the meantime, check me out on my Facebook page, facebook.com/megajlan, and check out my other accounts in the description below. In the meantime, you've been watching Mega Jlan on Mega Jlan Network. See you all next time!